Many parents, devotee parents, I'm telling you, they love their children very much. And because of that strong bond, they want them to become serious devotees immediately. They many times tell the children, see that boy is wearing tilak, why don't you wear tilak? See, he is wearing kantimala, you also wear kantimala. See, he is wearing dhoti kurta, you also wear dhoti kurta. And then they want them to chant many rounds. And many children find it difficult. Because everybody is unique. They take their own time to grow in devotional life. Because they come with their purva janma prarabdha karma and all. So, but parents pushing them to become devotees is out of their attachment for them. But what should an affectionate parent do? Affectionate parent should give them breathing space. Actually, they should provide them facility, provide them ambience, provide them good association, and just leave them after that. That is affection. So, there is a difference between affection and attachment. And in the same manner, you will see that now, one example I'll tell you. Somebody has become a devotee now. Say they are staying and preaching very nicely, distributing books and everything. Sometimes the relatives are calling in India, come to the native place. We have beautiful pond, there are coconut trees in our village. Now you earn so much in America, you can come and relax. And we are all there for you, the old friends. Sometimes the old attachments can pull us. So one devotee was thinking, should I stay in America and distribute books regularly and do preaching programs and bring more devotees, or go and be with my network of old friends and relatives who are living in the village. And so that is mental attachment, this is spiritual attachment, isn't it? So his guru told him that if you are going to a native place, you should make a ISKCON temple there and make all of them into devotees. Then you can go back there. Otherwise, better you stay here and do the good work you are doing. That means if you have attachment, we have to purify the attachment. If we don't purify the attachment, that attachment will bind us. Like she says, Sneha Pashamimam Chindi Dridam Pandushu Vrishnishu. She says, Puntimarani in one verse says, Ata Vishvesha Vishwatman Vishwamurte Svakeshu Me Sneha Pashamimam Chindi Dridam Pandushu Vrishnishu. Actually, when she told Krishna that you cut my bond of attachment to Pandavas and Kauravas, Krishna asked, oh aunt, you want to cut your bond of relation with me also? He asked her. She asked her, why do you say like that? He said, I am also Yadu. He said, no. My relationship is only with you. I am your eternal servant, she said. Then Krishna told her, see, your sons are devotees. Yadus are also devotees. So your relationship with them is spiritual. Then she said, okay, let my relationship with them remain as long as it is devotionally connected. Whatever material component of attachment I have, that you remove it. Like that she says. Alright? Yeah, thank you. Anybody else? Yeah? Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much for
Thank
this
you.
wonderful lecture.
Thank you.
Prabhuji, in one of the sessions from Srila Prabhupada, I heard life is an exam, preparation of an exam for which
Correct.
we got only one chance.
Uh-huh.
So, how do we ensure that we remember Krishna at the last moment?
Okay.
Thank you.
It's connected. I want to show one shloka. It's connected? Hare Krishna. You are all saying that? It's coming? All of you repeat this verse. Yadi vatadi doshena madbhakto mam na cha smaret aham smarami madbhaktaha nayami paramam gatim. So Lord Krishna says in Varaha Purana that if my devotee is unable to remember me at the time of death because of disturbances felt within the body at that time, then I shall remember my devotee and take him back to my supreme abode. Actually, prior to this, there is one more shloka which is not here. That shloka says, in your youth, if you are offering flower to Lord, you are doing His puja, you are chanting the holy name, studying the scriptures, when your body is hale and healthy at that time. But when you get very old, at that time you are lying down like a plank of wood. not able to get up from the bed, passing stool and urine in the bed. And one dies like even in a comatose state also. But Lord says that when you are healthy, you are performing devotion service. So based on that, I will take you back. The Lord is saying. So now, all of us are in a position where we have ability in the body. So we should do devotional service. And in case at the time of death, due to some reason, we are unconscious or something, then Lord has given this third Charama Shloka. First Charama Shloka is Sarvadruman Parityajya. Second Charama Shloka is that one. Lord Rama spoke that Sakradapi Prapannoyas Tavasmi iti yachate Abhayam Sarvada Tasmai Dadami Etat Pratamama. He says that to Vibhishan he said, anyone who surrenders to me, I will never reject. That's the second Charama Shloka. This is the third Charama Shloka it is from Varaha Purana. So therefore, don't worry about how will I remember Krishna at the time of death. You keep your life very Krishna conscious in general. And you will see that gradually your mind will become imbued with Krishna consciousness. And you don't have to worry separately to remember Krishna at the time of death. It will become natural. For example, now I am walking on the road. If a thorn pricks my feet, Amma, like that we say like that. Appa, like that we say. Because Amma, Appa is the one we keep calling. But as we say, Krishna, Rama, Govinda, Keshava, Madhava, we call like that. So naturally when a thorn pricks, hey Krishna, like that we will say like that. Like Ram, like Gandhi, hey Ram, like that he said when he was shot. So naturally he will get a devotee body. Alright? Thank you. Yeah.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Maharaj.
Krishna. Not Maharaj, Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Okay.
So the question I have is that when I was thinking about when you said that Prabhupada survived 2 severe heart attacks and he saw Krishna saying it's going to be okay, I'm here right by your side. I was comparing that with Prahlad's experience when Hiranyakashipu was torturing him. Would that be the same experience?
Yeah. He's going to be a very intelligent preacher in future. He is a preacher in the making now. What's your good name? Your name is Gopal. Your parents are here? Where is mother? Oh, that's mother. Achha. You are doing a very good upbringing of the boy. Very nicely. Very intelligent person. Yeah, it's a very good comparison. Very good comparison. Because when Hiranyakashipu was torturing Prahlad, but Prahlad was remembering Krishna. So Prabhupada also was troubled by the bodily heart attack, but then he was remembering Krishna. Very good comparison. Thank you. Haribol. That is, yeah, please.
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
I want to know Hindi equivalent of consciousness,
Bhavana.
bhavana.
Antarashtriya Krishna Bhavanamrit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Amala businesses?
My question was, can you expand a little bit when you talked about propensity, tendency, and sanskar?
Yeah. See, vritti, vasana, sanskar. These are the 3 words. Vritti means, you have a propensity. Vasana is more deep. Say, for example, if you have a pot of liquor, you throw away the liquor, and you wash with water, take a dry cloth and remove, that moisture also. And then you keep, the smell will come. That is called vasana. That means, externally the act will stop, but the propensity will continue. That kind of thing. You can see that it is there. Just like, for example, somebody may not indulge externally in sinful activities, but in his mind, there is a push. So vasanas are pushing him, like that we say. Now, sanskar means what? Like one civil engineer, he was not a very good engineer. So while making the flooring in a bathroom, he kept the hole this side and flooring he made like this. Whenever the water, people will take bath, the water will come this side. It will not go out because the hole is here. So what will you do? Every time you go to take bath, all the water comes this side. And it comes on your feet. You feel uneasy. And the hole is just remaining. It's not doing its work. So what you have to do, you have to fill it up and make the slope like this. then the water will flow like this and go out. Similarly, whenever old sanskaras are troubling us, deep-rooted behaviors, then we have to change those behaviors. Then we have to fill it up with, substitute with good habits. For example, say many people say they have watched ghost movies, exorcists and such movies and all. They night when they are sleeping, they see a skeleton or something, they are afraid and all that. So now we have to get rid of all those impressions by going to the temple of the divine couple, Radha Krishna, Gaunita, and see them. Similarly, many of us have heard many cinema songs before, and they may be haunting us like ghosts. Now we come to the Hare Krishna tune. When we came, and Prabhuji sings very beautifully, and another girl was also singing in the beginning. So these are, that's where if we sit hours and hours in Kirtan, then our old taste can be surpassed, and we can substitute them with a new taste, like that. And also, if you have to bring about a change in habit, that is in and of itself a very big topic, but I will tell you briefly. Uh, First of all, we should stay away from tempting environments, and we have to keep our children also away from tempting environments. Yeah, and because again and again going to tempting environments will victimize us. And second thing is we should substitute the old habits by new habits, because if we don't substitute, then we are likely to spring back to the old habits. So the substitution is very important. And thirdly, we should know what is right and choose the right and discipline the right. Three things. So what is right means we should know what is right and wrong from the Shastra, And choose the right, for that we need association of devotees. In association, we make right choices. And discipline the right means not just for once or twice, day after day, month after month, year after year. Keep on disciplining ourselves to do the right things, chanting every day and all that. Then it becomes a second nature, like that. Is it all right? Thank you. Yeah. Okay, this also is going.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Otherwise?
We were talking about the happiness and distress is
Yeah.
Fixed for anyone.
Fixed for everybody, yeah. Pleasure.
And and we also have free will or choice.
Yes.
Wherein we can make decisions.
Yeah.
How do we understand this?
Okay. See, somebody is born, like Hindu judge says, 47,000 crores. If a child is born in their family, as soon as the child opens the eyes, he becomes the owner of 47,000 crores. Correct, no? Did he do any special endeavor in this lifetime? He didn't do. That means the Purva Janma Arjita Punyam Agre Davati Davati. It is said the Purva Janma Punya comes in the next life. So, for example, how it comes? Like it comes as bodily beauty, it comes as wealth, it comes as good health, it comes as good education, it comes as good parents, things like that. And if somebody commits sin, they get a sickly body, they're born in the slum, they have ugly looking body, they may have diseased body and things like that. Yeah. So the sins and the virtuous things, results come in the next life. So they're called destiny, we call it. But after the destiny is awarded to you, how you will misuse it is not written. For example, Nalakur Manigri got a handsome body, but how they will use it was ultimately their choice. They misused it, right? Now Narada also, you will see, after Narada became Narada, he had a very handsome body also, but he didn't misuse the body. He used it in Krishna's service. So Ambarish Maharaj became king of the world. Did he misuse it? He didn't misuse it. Now when Duryodhana drove away Pandavas to forest, you will see that he has been a sinful king, like Vena also I told you. So in this way, you will see that destiny means, like, very simple example I tell you. What is this month going on now? It's June 4th, right? So for the May month, you get salary in June 1st, correct now? And with that salary, what you will do, will company decide it or you will decide it? You decide it. Company will decide the salary, but you will decide the choice of spending the money. Same manner it is. The Purva Janma is like previous month. Whatever you did, at the end of the life, you get the Punya Papa coming to you. But in that life, how you will misuse it or use it is not written. Now coming to your question now, plus minus is written, this much happiness, this much suffering. Then where is our choice? It appears that we are like led like a machine. Correct now? You may think like that. No, it's not like that. You will see that even if something is written in your destiny, Like a bird can fly 1 kilometer from here and then get a piece of fruit and bring it. That is the bird's destiny. Similarly, something is written in all of your destiny. Say 8 to 10 hours you work every day. This much money you will get. That's written in your destiny. If you become lazy saying that anyway it's written in my destiny, I am not going to work, then what is written on destiny will be postponed for the future life. You all understand this point? Everybody should make little effort, which is not strenuous effort. Even with little effort, the destiny will bring you the results. But if you are working too hard to produce result, that money will not remain with us. For example, one engineer was working 12 hours. His company told him, we are giving you 45,000. If you work for 2 more hours, we will make it 50, round number. So he asked his wife. Wife said, round number is better. Make it 50, he said. Then he started working 2 more hours, made it 14 hours now. 12 plus 2, 14 he made it. Next month he started getting stiff neck, pain in the neck, back pain. He went to doctor. Ayurvedic doctor said, you are working too much, like workaholic. So every month you have to pay 5,000 to doctor. Now what happened? By working extra, did he get extra money? But did he get anything extra? Yes, one thing he got extra, the pain he got extra. That's all. Otherwise, same 12 and same 45,000 came to him. So too much of hard work also, if it brings money, it will also bring headache also. Suffering also it will bring. And if you don't work moderately, if you are lazy, then the destiny is postponed to next life. It's clear to you now? So the plus minus is fixed. The what type of pain you will undergo is not fixed. But X amount of pain and X amount of pleasure, that is fixed. Like somebody may ask you, do you want a prick with a pin or you want a pinch? Which one you want? Of course, we don't want both. But the sinful reaction may come in multiple ways. But the quantum keeps on reducing as you suffer out. Say some of you had ulcer, for example, in your mouth. Say X minus, whatever amount of pain you have incurred already, that will be gone. In this way, gradually your account is getting exhausted, the pain account. Similarly, your punya also brings forth happiness, and that is also getting exhausted. Is that clear to everybody? Is clear to you? Thank you. Anybody else? I didn't know it's a birthday, huh?
Thank you very much. My question is really twofold. One is, how can we develop compassion for others? And when it
Compassion for whom?
For others, compassion. And when it develops.
What is the second question?
So, when it develops in heart, like in our rest of life, in our life, we are so much occupied in our own things. We are really, at least I'm talking about myself, no compassion for others. So, how do we do that?
See, in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, many of the attitude-related things are very easily achieved by beginning with the senses first. Tasmatvam indriyani adav is saying. Indriyani adav means begin with senses, then go to mind. Like that he is saying. Then go to your identity, which is false ego, clearing. So, which means actually what? For example, you are asking this brilliant question now, which goes to show that you must be thinking about it for some time in the mind, undoubtedly. That means I want to be more compassionate. Look at Prabhupada, how compassionate he is. How even with a couple of heart attacks, he came to America and struggled so much. So this very question itself is an indication that you are in the right direction. You just have to fan this spark more and more, and that will grow into a flagrant fire of compassion. You will see that. We are all representatives of Prabhupada. We can say that we are in a compassionate mission of Acharyas. We may not have compassion, but we like to work for them. We are very tiny. They are very great. Like, the current of the Acharya's compassion is flowing like a fastly flowing river. Mahaprabhu said, Prithivite Acharya Nagaradigram, Sarvatra Prachara Hoba, Vaibhamoranam. So Mahaprabhu had a desire. Every town and village, holy name should go. Then Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Prabhupada, fastly flowing current. You jump into the river, that current will carry you also back to Godhead. And you jump with 20 more boys with you and they will also go back to Godhead. We just have to connect with the compassion of the Acharyas. Like Leelamrita, when you read, our attraction to Prabhupada will increase. And we also will want to do something for him. That type of desire will develop. And also, as I told you, One of the ways we can develop is do those activities which acharyas have stressed, like book distribution. Like Davaji Prabhu was talking to him in the car today. So they go out twice in a week, 3 hours, Saturday and Sunday, 12 to 3, 12 to 3. So both the days they distribute Bhagavad Gita, small books of Prabhupada and everything. They note down the names of the people who are taking the books and then invite them for a Gita class on Friday, Friday evening. Friday evening they're calling. Now the crowd is building up now. So here is an example of, applied compassion. And this is one good thing to begin with. If one doesn't have so much time, then in one's own home, once in a month, one can cook prasad, invite Vaishnavas and feed them, do Sankirtan. Something like that, we can make a small, all great things have a humble beginning. We can make a small beginning. All right, Prabhu? Thank you. Yeah. Sumit Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
You mentioned that we should always know what is right and then do the right and then discipline the right.
Correct.
But Prabhu, when it comes to knowing what is right, it's sometimes it is difficult because everything is not black and white. Sometimes we have 2 right choices or we have 2 wrong choices.
Okay.
And at that time, making a decision is really challenging. How exactly do we go about in such cases?
Okay. See, sometimes there is good, there is something better. So you don't know which one to choose, even among the right choices. Therefore, we have to know the priority. Say, for example, say morning you have 16 rounds of japa you have to do. When you are chanting, there is some opportunity. Somebody is asking you, can you please give a lecture at 6:30? I get many calls from across the group. People ask, can you give? I say no. I cannot, during chanting time, I cannot do. 5:30 to 7:30 is my chanting time, and I can't compromise on that. This is like, taking an axe and hitting my own feet. If I take out time during that. Sadhana is like food for the soul. So if I'm going to cut down in the name of preaching, then I would be stretching myself too much. So sometimes preachers have to be very alert and very careful. If they don't do morning program well, then they won't have the energy to survive and also help others. So in the same, therefore we say Janma Sarthaka Kori Kara Para Upakar. Like in aeroplane, they put, you first take out the oxygen mask and put here. And then you put for your child, they say. So Janma Sarthaka Kori Kara Para Upakar. First protect yourself and then protect others. So here is the example I am telling you. Both are important. Preaching is also important. At the same time, self-protection is also important. So which one is more important? Yeah. And if you are sometimes not able to decide, then you can ask your mentor, in this situation, what I should do, what is good for me. Some of us have certain tendencies where even in devotional service, we tend to overdo. And then we may compromise on, very vital ones. Some devotees cannot say no to others. So due to which they keep on talking here, there, all day goes away, then night they'll have 6 rounds to chant. Is it very good? And they will say, today all day I spoke only to devotees. I didn't do anything, I didn't do prajalpa, I talked to devotees, I was helping them. Somebody may say, yes, you were helping, but you didn't help yourself first. So therefore in the night chanting, 6 rounds at 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, how difficult it is. So therefore we have to be watchful of ourselves. It's called self-observation. Observe our own behavior, our thought, our speech, everything, and bring about a change. What you say is very understandable. In devotional life, there are multiple good things we can do. Like you're going to Vrindavan, for example, with a lot of devotees. So all devotees are chanting in the temple, and now they are going to go for visiting holy places. Your mind tells you that I want to chant 64 rounds like Goswamis, from morning to night. Let devotees go to different places, I don't care, I will go. So when we go to some place, spot and try to chant 64 rounds alone, then we become bhinnadrik, we become independent minded. Therefore we say, do in Rome as Romans do. We say, go with devotees, hear katha with them, take prasad with them, chant with them, dance with them, be with them. That's most ideal. So why I am telling you these examples, because whenever many things appear good, we may not be aware of certain fundamental principles in Vaishnava life. My spiritual master has insisted several times that we should do all these devotional activities with devotees. Then it has great potency. So you can ask some seniors. You have Nayana Biram Prabhu, you can write to him. You can write to me also. Uh, Whenever you have doubt, you can always check what is good for me. Like one professor writes to me, Prabhu, for that program, should I go in pant, shirt and tie, or should I go in dhoti, kurta and tilak? I asked him, where is the program? He said, it's in the college. What is the occasion? He told me the occasion. I said, go in pant, shirt and tie without tilak. In college, director is coming, all those things. It is better there. In another place where you have to represent the Hindu organization, then you go with, dhoti, kurta, tilak. So one should know the occasion, dress for the occasion, I told him. So sometimes when you have a doubt, it's always better to ask. Ask. Like Arjuna is asking so many questions to Krishna. Correct, no? Can I do 2-3 minutes Kirtan and end, Prabhu? No problem? Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Everybody together. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna He will sing. Give it to him, he will sing. He will sing this. Give it to him.
Jai.
This great Radheshyam devotee